Nobody can serve the Academy or the Foundation without the support of their family. Can't do it. Fortunately, I had that support, and they're with me tonight, most of them. Sitting right over there is my wife of 40 years, Shay. Would you please stand up, Shay? Sitting next to Shay is my beautiful daughter, Shannon, and her husband, Bart. Finally, I wanted to share a story with you. You've heard a lot of talk about teachers, educators, and especially mentors tonight. So I'm going to tell you my story. When I was 17 years old, in northwest Iowa, the University of Iowa sent a faculty bus to tour the various high schools in Iowa. And on a February Thursday night, they came to my high school in Fort Dodge. Now, on that bus were representatives of the dental school, the medical school, fine arts, history, engineering, the gamut of teaching specialties at the university. I was the only student out of 443 that went into the dental room that night, accompanied by my father. In that room was a periodontist from the faculty named Philip Laneson. Phil Laneson spent an hour and a half with me, telling me all about the advantages of choosing dentistry as a career, and coming to the University of Iowa, what it would be like at the dental school to study there. And then he invited me to come to the university and see the school. So 2 weeks later, my family and I got in the car and we drove 210 miles from Fort Dodge to Iowa City. And a bright Saturday morning, got to the school at 9 o'clock, which was of course locked. But Phil arrived, reached into his pocket, and he pulled out a master key, unlocked the dental school, and gave me a personal tour. Ladies and gentlemen, I was only 17 years old. But I made up my mind. Number one, I was going to be a dentist. Number two, I was going to be a periodontist, and I didn't even know what one was. But Phil Laneson was one, so I had to be cool. And number three, in some fashion, I was going to be Phil Laneson Jr. And I'm here to tell you, I am all three of those things. The encounter with Dr. Laneson sent me on a trajectory in my life that led me here to this microphone to be with you this evening. He's not here. I wish he was. But I called him last week and I thanked him. He's Professor Emeritus now. He no longer teaches or practices. I called him at home. He said, "John, what are you calling me for?" I said, "Well, I'm calling to thank you." And Phil said, "For what?" I said, "For my career. Outside of my immediate family, nobody has had a more profound impact on my life than Dr. Philip Laneson." That is the power of a mentor and a teacher. Tonight we have honored many mentors and teachers. We have, in a way, anointed the next generation of mentors, teachers, and leaders. Guess what? You guys were chosen to be leaders. When this annual meeting is over, and you go home to your respective universities, I want to remind you that somewhere out there is another 17-year-old kid who needs you. So do what you were born to do. This is a calling, it's not a job. Thank you for your attention.